Well, I hope that you are ready for some unindoctrination. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, and we're coming to you with a whistleblower health offering introducing the NanoSoma product. I'm very, very excited about it. Tonight, we'll be back at 10 p.m. for another edition of our Friday night edition, which is always rollicking, of Late Night in the Heartland. NanoSoma, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we talk about products to help optimize you physically because that helps optimize you spiritually. We've talked about great products in the past like C60, like Mystech, like Fluffy, and these are all important, and we're always looking to improve and give you a better financial option as well. So let's jump right into NanoSoma, and I can explain to you what it is. Some of you are going to love it. Some of you are not, and that's okay. But I want to share this with you because I think it's profound. It's amazing. My good friend, Glenn Streeter, you know him as EnergyMedFit.com, brought this to my attention. A fantastic product. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is NanoSoma? Well, NanoSoma, ladies and gentlemen, is a nano emulsion of long-chain alcohols. What is a nano emulsion of long chain alcohols? Well, what you need to do when you're reading things, so you don't, if you don't look up words, you will reduce your comprehension by up to 60% of everything that goes after. So I looked these up as I was preparing this, and a nano emulsion basically means a little bitty mixture. Nano, very, very small. Emulsion is a mixture usually of an oily substance and a watery substance. So NanoSoma is a very small mixture of long chain alcohols. And it's important to know about long chain alcohols. Those are your fatty acids, and fat is not bad for you. In fact, fat is very, very good for you. So NanoSoma is commonly called polycosanol, and it's present in a lot of foods like rice, like sugar cane, like peanuts. And as you think about the people that eat those things and the places of the world that eat those things, typically what do you associate with those type of people? You associate slimness, you associate smartness, you associate entrepreneurial drive, you associate building of great cultures, and you associate people that are entrepreneurial. So is there a connection between what people eat and how they act? Absolutely. Of course there is. Now, NanoSoma acts on nuclear vitamin D receptors. We're going to talk about what that means, that are present in cells throughout the body to stimulate the immune system and inhibit a variety of disease processes. Now, here's the really interesting part about NanoSoma, folks. It's a protein agonist for all 49 nuclear receptors. There's only 49 nuclear receptors. In other words, things that turn stuff on in your cells and things that turn stuff off in your cells. Now, most things, in fact, the doctor that created NanoSoma says that NanoSoma is the only thing that he's ever seen that does both for all of them. It turns on your receptors and it turns off the receptors. NanoSoma substitutes for vitamin D in activating the vitamin D receptor, or the VDR. Technically speaking, this means that NanoSoma acts as an agonist on the vitamin D receptor. However, if the vitamin D receptor is overactive, such as might occur in an autoimmune disease or some other condition, it acts to turn it off. This is known as an inverse agonist. So most things are one or the other. They are inverse or they are positive, right? They turn something on, they turn something off. So this means that NanoSoma can also act as an inverse. And according to the doctor who developed this, there is no other known inverse agonist in medical literature. Even more, this particle works in both directions, which means it's intelligent. It's what is known as a protein agonist. Nothing else does this. Think of what that means. If there's a cell in your body that needs something turned on, NanoSoma can do it. If there's a cell in your body that needs something turned off, NanoSoma can do it. And it's the only thing that can do it. And it's 100% natural to your body. It's not a foreign element like a C60. And again, C60 is a great product. Sometimes there's just better products, ladies and gentlemen. So you've seen things like when we used to do the Mistech bracelets. Now we've got the MyTech bracelets, and I hate these bugs. There's the MyTech bracelets, which you don't have to wait for them to make something that you want and need. You can just tell me what you need, and we can set you up with that. But look at this. Active mobility of red blood cells. You remember the videos that we did with that? Here's the same thing. This is a person's blood, and this was before they took the NanoSoma. Their blood's very, very, you can see how it's all clumpy, and it's not moving. It's all stuck together, and you don't have to be a doctor to realize that is unhealthy. So there's a clear clumping of the red blood cells, numerous clots, which indicate the presence of, this doctor says, Epstein-Barr virus. No motility of the red blood cells observed as they appeared to be bound together in large groups. No motility, I think is what they really meant. But after they took the NanoSoma, what happened? Same person, views of their blood. You can see now the blood is not clumping together, and it's moving very, very easily and smoothly. After 23 minutes, they drew another drop of blood. It shows a dramatic absence of the white dots, which was the pathogens, and it shows a separation of the blood cells. They're not clumped together anymore. And astonishingly, the red blood cells appear to show rapid motility on the screen wherever they look. So it declumps your blood, and you got to know that's a good thing, right? That is a fantastic thing. So we've learned a couple things about it already. It modulates the immune system, turns stuff on that needs to be turned on, turns things off that needs to be turned off. And I've been taking this for about 3 weeks, and I can only tell you that the results are profound. There is a distinct detox, especially when you take too much like I did. So keep that in mind at the first few days. But it modulates your immune system, tunes up your immune system. It improves your energy level. And it's not like, if you take a caffeine pill, or some of you take some other foreign substances and it makes you jittery, it's got that. This doesn't. It improves your energy level, but you can feel it from a internal systemic wellness. It makes you feel better, stronger, faster, a much improved energy level, but not a nervous energy level. It also rejuvenates the skin. Some people put it on their skin topically. I've seen great results just from continuing to take it. I haven't had any wounds, but we're told it has amazing wound healing, enhancing abilities as well. And there's also a spiritual connection, folks. This is a lake, Vaitheswaran. There's a temple, and there's this lake over in India. And if you know anything about India and water, dirty, pathogens, dangerous. However, when they dissolve jaggery, which is the sugar that contains the ingredient NanSoma, that part of their worship is they come and they throw that ingredient into this lake. And it has been found out that this lake has absolutely zero bacteria growing in it. It's been tested. It's a ritual at the temple to throw the jaggery, which is what the NanSoma comes from. It contains the constituents of NanSoma. The temple's 5,600 years old. These people go into this pond, this lake, and they have recorded cures of over 4,448 diseases. Very, very interesting stuff. And it comes just in a little spray bottle like this. It rejuvenates your skin. It improves your energy, wound healing, helps your cardiovascular health, immune system, reduces inflammation and pain. I can attest to that. Improves longevity and reduces and reverses aging. Well, it serves as a natural vitamin D substitute, which means you don't have to drink another animal's milk, which is disgusting. And it repairs damaged blood vessels and scar tissues. There's much testimony from folks that have tried it, and it's something that I think you should get a hold of. Let's learn just a little bit more about it. It's an extract of polycosanol, which is a combination of long-chain alcohols. And this ingredients found in many foods like broccoli, wheat, sugarcane, I don't know what sorghum is, distiller's grain, apples, peanuts. Indeed, many are seeds that we consume every day. It's been made into a nano emulsion, very little mixture, which acts on the nuclear receptors which are present in the nucleus of each and every cell and contains software necessary for homeostasis. Your cells want to be balanced. They've got those receptors that turn on and turn off in order to maintain homeostasis, which is balance. The reason why we are unbalanced and unhealthy is because we are not able to maintain homeostasis because of all the crap we eat and breathe and drink, etc. The NanSoma is a part of your body. It's a natural ingredient. It goes into all of your receptors, all of them. It turns on what needs to be turned on. It turns off what needs to be turned off. And it's the only thing that this doctor's ever found in nature that does so. Wow. As profound and great as C60 was and is, this does what C60 does and more. And there's another exciting part that we'll get to in just a few minutes. So it acts on those nuclear receptors which are present in the nucleus of each and every cell, and it contains software. In other words, NanSoma acts like it's intelligent because it knows what to turn on and it knows what to turn off, which is very, very interesting, which brings a question of a spiritual element to some of us that are of that mind. By virtue of the ability to regulate a myriad, that's a bunch, of human developmental and psychological functions like reproduction, development, metabolism, nuclear receptors have been implicated in a wide range of diseases, cancer, diabetes, obesity. And this fellow Rudolf Virchow, the father of pathology, wrote, all diseases are reducible to passive or active disturbances of cells. This view was echoed in 1925 by the eminent geneticist E.B. Wilson, who stated, the key to every biological problem must be sought in the cell. This is what NanSoma is designed to do. The key to every biological problem is in the cell. All diseases are reduced to passive and active disturbances of the cells, meaning the turning on and the turning off of those receptors. NanSoma intelligently turns on what needs to be turned on, turns off what needs to be turned off. And it's the only thing that this doctor has ever seen that does it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the only thing that he's ever seen that does it. Now listen to this. 90% of our cells are viruses and other microbes. This fact has been ignored by big pharma and the medical establishment. The consequences are that mankind still suffers from diseases. This is what NanSoma seeks to address. Disease that we suffer from. That's what NanSoma seeks to address, ladies and gentlemen. Our genes make their day-to-day decisions based on chemical information they receive from the food we eat. Now you understand why we're so messed up because of what we're eating? Not me, but you. Little prod there. The information encoded in our food and carried from food and that food item's original source, a microenvironment of land or sea. In that sense, NanSoma is less like a fuel and more like a language conveying information. And what's most fascinating is the intelligence of the system. It seems our genes have found ways to take notes, to remind themselves what to do when the various nutrients they are fed, with the various nutrients that they are fed. Through mechanisms not fully understood, because there's a spiritual component, ladies and gentlemen. That's why physical optimization is so important, and I spend so much time talking about it. But through mechanisms we don't fully understand, DNA has been programmed at some point in the past by epigenetic markers that can turn certain DNA portions on or off in response to certain nutrients. NanSoma is one of those. It's the only one that this doctor knows that does both. And what NanSoma does is retrain your forgetful genes. The entire programming system is designed for change, and these markers can apparently fall off, causing the genetic brain to forget, or at least temporarily, previously programmed information. Your cells forget how to work right. Your cells forget how to work right. But the forgotten information can be recalled given the right environment. That's why we all have the potential to be genetic lottery winners, because a forgetful genome can be retrained. NanSoma is retraining the forgetful genome in all of us. NanoSoma improves the immune system, enhancing wound healing, stimulating cell regeneration, promoting healthy energy levels. And it is a substance derived from naturally occurring plant waxes known as long-chain lipid alcohols. How small is NanoSoma? How small is NanoSoma? Really, really, really small. You can see it's 5 million times smaller than an ant, if I'm reading this right. C60 you see here is 0.01. Nano poly what we're talking about, nano poly. Now all of a sudden I can't say the word. NanoSoma is even smaller than C60, which means it can get in other places, which is really, really good. Anyway, advantages of NanoSoma. It contains polycosanol. That's what I was trying to say. Nanoparticles with size less than 60 nanometers. It can penetrate through all organs, get into the cell nucleus. There's places that C60 cannot go that NanoSoma can go. Does that mean there's anything wrong with C60? No, it just means that NanoSoma is better at some things than C60 is. NanoSoma enables the human body to increase vitamin C endogenously without taking any vitamin C supplements. You heard that right. This helps reduce the risk of diseases associated with vitamin C deficiency. NanoSoma expresses more than 260 genes that are also known to be produced in the brain and can help to improve the condition of people with health problems such as stroke and Parkinson's disease. Wow. It's very effective in wound healing, including diabetic wounds, cuts, and burns, and repairing damaged organs and blood vessels, and in healing skin diseases. It helps improve longevity through multitude of avenues. It takes one successful road to longevity to make NanoSoma a great invention of mankind. It serves as the best antimicrobial agent against many viral and bacterial infection, and it also reduces inflammation and pain in the joints and muscles. Gives you therapeutic effects of vitamin D, restores immune functions, increases vitamin C, inhibits TNF. I'm not sure what that is. Regulates thousands of genes, reduces the pain, healing, defends against viruses and bacteria, increases energy level and cognitive function, relieves itchy eyes, itchy skin, healthier, youthful skin, regulates abnormal biomarkers, repairs damaged blood vessels and organs, corrects the underlying health problems, improves longevity and anti-aging. Vitamin C, vitamin D3, the human genes. What's it do in the human genes? It regulates more than 2,300 of them. By upregulating or activating or downregulating or inhibiting certain genes, NanoSoma affects a wide range of disease processes. For example, it expresses more than 260 genes that are also known to be produced in the brain and can help improve the condition of people with brain-related health problems like stroke, Parkinson's, etc. Wow. Microbials. It kills microbials. Zika, Dengue, Ebola, Marburg, Influenza A, H1N1. All of those diseases you see up there, all of those pathogens, it kills. Blood vessel repair. Amazing. Reducing pain. Where there's an imbalance in certain key proteins and hormones in our body, we can get sick. For example, if you have high some of those and a low some of that, you can get an abnormal level of those, which can lead to diseases. You see what's up there. This regulates the level of these proteins and different hormones, including testosterone. It helps lower the risk of many diseases. It also reduces inflammation and pain. How about the anti-aging? It improves the immune system, increases vitamin C, regulates genes, corrects abnormal biomarkers. All of this stuff does create a successful road to longevity and makes metadicol, NanoSoma, a great invention of mankind. kind. Let's look real quick at some of the frequently asked questions. What is it? We've already covered what it is. What are the ingredients? Polycosanol and rice wax, vitamin E and water, all natural substances. What can it do for the body? Substitutes for vitamin D3, immune system. We went through all that. What are the side effects? It's made from all natural food-based ingredients and has no known side effects. I will say that there is a distinct cleansing action the first couple of days you're taking it, especially if you overdose a little bit like I did. You're supposed to take 5 sprays. I was taking like 7 to 10. Glenn's taking 15 to 20. We both had some extra time to read, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Is it healthy for people with diseases? It can be taken by anyone as a supplement to help strengthen the immune system. What's the best time to take it? Anytime, with or without food or water. Is it okay if I have a food allergy or allergy? Check with your doctor. Does it work with prescriptions? There's no interactions, known interactions that are bad. Check with your doctor. Is it safe for children and infants? Yes. Is it okay to take during pregnancy? Yes. That's what they tell us. What's the recommended daily dosages? 5 sprays. How can you measure the effectiveness? By examining some key metabolic biomarkers, usually through a blood test, before and at different time periods after using NanSoma. How long to see positive results? 6 to 12 months. It took me about 6 to 12 hours. And it's not evaluated by the US FDA. It's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on YouTube. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about, the NanSoma. So I find it fascinating. I've tested it myself. I find it to be a very, very effective and a very excellent product. If you want to try it yourself, I've got some good news for you. If you want to try it yourself, it's very simple and very easy to do so. All you have to do is, I'm going to see if I can't do this the right way. All you have to do, well, I'll just do it the easy way. Forget the right way, huh? All you have to do is go to my website. And let me show you my website. Here's my website. Go to my website, The Christian Whistleblower, and you see it right there, NanSoma, more info. I believe in giving you more info, so it's going to take you to Whistleblower Health. You see the MyTech bracelets, and right under that, there's the NanSoma. It's $57 for one bottle. That's a month's supply. I buy them 3 at a time because you get a little bit of a break. But when you're talking, compare that to the pricing on some of the other supplements that we've offered in the past. And this one arguably does more at a lower price. So all you have to do is click right there. It'll take you to my site. You can get $57 for one, $153.90 for 3. That's the one I bought. Or you can even, if you want to buy 12 bottles, and wow, you can buy 60 bottles. You get a really great price. And it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's an amazing product that, in my opinion, does an amazing work for you. And it's very, very helpful. And it is very, very affordable. NanSoma. Go to jeffreydaugherty.com. Click on the NanSoma logo and order yours today. And give me a report of how it works for you. It's working great for me. Doesn't taste wonderful, doesn't taste terrible, but doesn't taste wonderful. They say as you use it more and you get more cleaned out, it doesn't taste bad. I'm not there yet. It still tastes bad. I'm not going to lie. Not horrible, but not great. So I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. That's the NanSoma. If you get this and use this, it'll change your life. And for $57 a month, you spend way more than that at Starbucks. And Starbucks, not going to help your life. Until tonight at 10 p.m. Central Time, if it's Monday through Friday, when you read this, hear this, look at this, watch this, we'll see you late night in the Heartland, 10 p.m. till midnight Central Standard Time. And until then, go visit my NanoSoma site, get you some NanSoma. It comes very quickly in the mail, and I think that you'll be very glad that you did. Until then, I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, saluting you for being here, seeking after truth, and helping you to unindoctrinate yourself and optimize yourself physically.